Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Sweet and Sour Report. This is your host, the Quintastic One, and we are brought to you by the Angry Marks Podcast Network. Our theme song for this show is presented by Battlefield Hurrah. Go ahead and check them out on SoundCloud or like them on Facebook. Without any further ado, let's get right into the latest news and rumors that may or may not be complete and total bullshit in the world of professional wrestling. Starting off with a recent Hollywood explosion that has been caused by recent comments by one Michael Bay towards Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Ever since Dwayne was injured in his fight with John Cena at this recent WrestleMania 29, Michael Bay was quoted as saying that The Rock needs to grow up and stop wrestling after he missed a recent Hollywood premiere. This comment came as a particular shock to many Hollywood insiders, as Michael Bay has been known to insert explosions into all of his movies at inappropriate times, as if he is an adolescent 6-year-old who just discovered firecrackers. Regardless, WWE Studios is taking full advantage of the situation, as we have heard that there will be a full documentary that is going to be filmed that will highlight the recovery process of The Rock leading up to WrestleMania 30 next year, in which he will go one-on-one with none other than Michael Bay in a tie pie death match. In this documentary, Mickey Rourke will be cast as the flatmate of The Rock, who gets the pair into a number of wild and kooky hijinks, as well as Emma Watson, who will be the intrepid yet quirky reporter, who will also be playing the love interest of Dwayne Johnson. And finally, getting top billing for the movie will be none other than Mr. Fuji, who will be playing the retired and grizzled former trainer of champions, who comes out of retirement after seeing the potential of Mr. Johnson and seeing a little bit of himself and taking a chance on the young and hungry Johnson. Speaking of professional wrestling megastars, folks, we have gotten an exclusive rumor submitted to us today at the Sweet and Sour in regards to one John Cena. Unfortunately, this very sobering news report has shown us that John Cena may not be the beloved Make-A-Wish Foundation hero and Cenation leader that we all know and love. It has come to light that unfortunately the motto of John Cena, hustle, loyalty, and respect, is the exact same motto that Mr. Cena uses for his street tactics in the criminal underworld. Hustle when it comes to his tricks and making that money on the corner. Loyalty to his illegal arms smuggling chain gang soldiers. And respect for cocaine, which we have heard is a hell of a drug. Now, when it comes to these kind of derogatory comments, you would think that they would require some very heavy evidence to back them up. But with the specific rumors being submitted to us by a man named Ryan Reeves, this reporter has no reason to believe that he should have a reason to lie. More on this story as it develops. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of breaking news, this just in from our felonious ace reporter, Mr. Blue, over my shoulder here. For years, news analysts have been trying to figure out exactly what makes a Ring of Honor robot. As you guys know, the top-level indie promotion has been known for years for having a rabid fan base that attends most of the events and seemingly declares each and every match an instant 5-star classic as well as a Match of the Year candidate. Well, it turns out that research shows that Ring of Honor doesn't actually have real live fans on their events. Instead, their audience attendees are all completely and totally animatronic. That's right, folks. It's not just a clever pun. It is real robots. Statements have been gathered from Ring of Honor officials that have said that, yes, it is true. As a matter of fact, they decided that instead of piping in crowd chants like WWE and Impact Wrestling have decided to do, they would instead just straight up go hard. Cold, emotionless, and hard. Like robots. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Ring of Honor. The cold, hard truth. And finally, folks, the return of Rey Mysterio to the WWE is imminent anytime now. And we here at the Sweet and Sour Report can gladly confirm that we have exclusive news on exactly how WWE creative plans on utilizing him upon his return to the company. It is widely believed that in their triple threat ladder match at Extreme Rules, Dolph Ziggler is slated to retain his World Heavyweight Championship against Jack Swagger and Alberto Del Rio. It is here that Rey Mysterio is planned to interject into the match, costing Jack Swagger the championship. The reason for this is that before the match, Zeb Colter will be scheduled to cut a promo that'll be disparaging not only the Mexican people, but also midgets, something that Ray will be taking double offense to. This is scheduled to lead into a match between Jack Swagger and Rey Mysterio for his retirement match at Payback the following month in a loser gets deported to Guantanamo Bay match. The reason for his return being so short is slated that WWE Creative does not have any faith that Rey Mysterio will be able to last any longer than that without blowing his knee yet again. And some people are even betting against him lasting that long. We will get more on this story as it develops as well, folks, in the coming weeks. And until next time, folks, this is the Quintastic One, your host of the Sweet and Sour Report, brought to you by the AngryMarks Podcast Network. Until next time, stay just Quintastic.